Hi YouTube, it's Danielle. I am tardy. Tardy. Um, Yesterday was my 9-week surgery. 9 weeks, and Sunday was my 2-month anniversary, just because of how the months work. I don't really have that much to talk about this week. Weight loss has been consistent. I'm actually debating, and I'm just gonna go for it. Sharing my start and current numbers with you guys, because I've been a little nervous about doing so. In August, prior to me 100% making the decision to have weight loss surgery, I weighed 310 pounds. It was the heaviest weight I ever know myself to be. I may have even been heavier than that at some point, I don't know. Um, so went to the seminar, made the appointment, weighed in at 307 at the doctor's office the first time I went. Then I met with the nutritionist a week or so after that, and got put on a low carb, high protein diet with replacing one meal a day with a shake. It was replaced with a low carb iso pure chocolate thing that I would mix up every morning. I got down to, I think, like 296, 295 doing that. And then I just kind of said screw it once I knew I was, nothing was going to get in the way of the surgery. My insurance was good to go. They didn't even require any weight loss. It was just the doctor's office preferred for me to try to lose some weight. So I last suppered myself back up, and I don't want to say back up. I came home from the hospital in the day I weighed 301 pounds. Now, I know that most people gain between 2 and 5 pounds in fluids just from the fluids that they pump you full of in the hospital. And that weight quickly came off. And then 2 weeks later, before I went back to work, I weighed 275. I wanted to weigh 275 going back to work, and that is exactly what I weighed going back to work. This morning, I weighed at 253. So that's a big loss. That's a huge loss in a really, really short amount of time, because I don't even really count the weight loss that, prior to surgery. And I'm so overwhelmed by it all still. And every day it's like someone new is telling me, oh, I can see it, or oh, look at your face, or oh, wow, it's starting to show in your, like, this area or that area. And today I got from a coworker, like, wow, you can see it everywhere today. Like, you can see your legs, your face, your belly, your butt, and of course it's starting to show in my boobs. They are looking like deflated tires, and as my cousin Noel says, I need a can of Fix-A-Flat. I guess for right now, good bras will take care of that. What am I eating? I am eating pretty much everything. I haven't really done raw vegetables or salads yet, but I have had pretty much everything. I'm cautious. I don't try too many new things all at once. And Friday nights, Noelle and I have been going to bingo, and we even split a piece of pizza. It's like our guilty pleasure for the end of the week. We take a slice of pizza and we get it cut in half and we share it. And truth be told, neither one of us manages to finish the half that we take. So I have had popcorn again at bingo. That's like what we do when we get there. And then, like, towards the end of the night, we take a 50-cent bag of the white cheddar popcorn, and we split that with each other. And then we're good. That's food. I'm still doing a lot of, like, seafood. I discovered chicken wings in the toaster oven. I've been baking chicken wings in the toaster oven a couple nights a week. It's just something different. I find that I'm getting really bored with food. Prior to surgery, I was, a cook. I like, not like professionally, but I was a cook. I liked experimenting. I liked playing with recipes. I still do. It's just, it's different now for me. But, yeah, still overwhelmed with school, really overwhelmed with school. The only reason I haven't dropped one of my classes is because to drop it now, I'm halfway through the freaking semester. Like, why bother dropping a class that I'll just have to take over again next semester when I'm already halfway through it? So might as well keep going through it. Um, Saturday, Noelle and I celebrated her 50-pound loss. We had Clinique makeovers and got pedicures and her nails done. Um, it was really exciting for her because money's been kind of tight, and I guess maybe I've been able to see in her more of the depression that was, involved with being overweight and being overweight still. And I like seeing the change in her. I like seeing her get excited for herself, and I don't know. I'm enjoying watching her process as much as I'm enjoying going through my own. And speaking of process, this is a huge process. I don't want anybody to think that, I had surgery and I'm just waking up every morning and suddenly I'm skinnier. Not at all. I have to consciously make an effort every day to make the best choices. I have to decide when my alarm clock goes off at 6 o'clock in the morning. Am I getting out of bed and going to get on that bike? Am I going to take a break and walk up and down the street really quick at work? Am I going to park right next to the handicap parking spot, or am I going to park across the parking lot? Like, these are all decisions that I make every single day. And they might not seem like big decisions to some people, but they're decisions to help me become a better me. Um, Family life, my grandmother that I have not spoken to since I was about 12 might be moving back to New York, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I love my grandmother, and she's the only grandparent that I have left, but I really got the shaft with grandparents, and I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that. I forget I said anything about it. But as far as my weight loss goes, we took the before and after pictures again on the 5th. I'm going to continue taking on the 5th of every month. So far I am down almost 22 inches off of my body. Again, I started this process in a size 22, tight 20. Um, and I'm currently in a loose 18. I can squeeze into a size 16 from Old Navy, which is mind-boggling to me, actually. I remember when I lost weight in high school going to Old Navy and having to kind of like squeeze a little bit into the 18s, and now that those are big and I can button and zip it, a 16 is like, oh my gosh. Uh, American Eagle are still 18s. I know I tried on those 7 jeans at Marshall's that were 16s, and they fit, a month, well, maybe not a month ago, but a couple weeks ago. I haven't really dropped all that much weight, but it's still been steady. I've lost about 5 pounds since the last time I updated you guys, and that's great. In 2 weeks, we'll say that's 2.5 pounds a week. Um, I have noticed that when I super low carb it, I tend to stall, so I'm not really restricting the carbs the way that I was, and that seems to be working for me. If that stops working for me, I'll go back to cutting them. Exercise is also something I really need to work on more. Walking up and down the aisles of the store, speed racing, and I'm not exercising. I'm exhausted with schoolwork. I mean, it's 7 o'clock at night, and I probably have another 3.5, 4 hours to go of homework tonight before I can even think about sleeping. So, actually, I'm just gonna end the video now. I don't really have all that much to say this week. Maybe next week I'll have something more to add. Hopefully, I'd like to be in the 240s next week, which would be awesome. I have my first post-op nutritionist appointment next Wednesday, which is the 15th, and I'm curious to see how things will go there and like what kind of things she's gonna suggest. And I have a laundry list of questions to ask her. Because at my last doctor's appointment, which was my 6 weeks checkup, I kind of realized that my doctor is not the person to be asking some of these questions to. You know, he's a doctor. He knows my body. He doesn't necessarily know the nutrition aspect as well as the nutritionist, and that just is what it is. So I'm excited for that. And if you guys have any questions that you want answered by a nutritionist, go ahead and, comment on this video, and I will ask my nutritionist and give you the answers. You know, let's share, get them more bang for the buck out of our copays, shall we? Because I'm still in my post-op period, so I'm not going to pay for it. So even all the better. Like, let's really take advantage of it, guys. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to say goodnight. Sorry I didn't update anything last week. I kind of felt like there wasn't any reason to, because there was nothing going on that really needed to be, there was no big updates. So everybody have a great week, and hopefully I will update on time next week on Monday night, or Monday morning, or Monday. Monday is the goal. Monday. And if not, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I kind of hate the holiday. I don't really have plans. One of my girlfriends at work is going to be my Valentine, and I sort of got asked out to dinner by I don't know, an old friend, and I don't really want to say yes to him for that, though. So we'll see what happens. Everybody, again, bye.